Socializing is a key aspect of the high school experience. One important place this happens is school lunch. However, many blockbuster teen films completely ignore this part of teen life. For example, in Dazed and Confused, lunch is completely absent despite how important high school is to the story. In Rebel Without a Cause, lunchtime is completely absent from the story as well.
You say one thing, he says another, and everybody changes back again!
Even Clueless, which has many scenes in the school, shows very little of school lunch. As high schoolers, we know that lunch is a lot more important than any of these films indicated. This is Ingram High School, a public school located in northern Seattle. And lunchtime begins. Outside the school and in the gym, students compete to display their athletic skill at lunch.
I usually eat my food during classes. Spanish is a good class to eat my food, even though Miss Bushy doesn't like it. But I also eat it during Lang Lit and history because my metabolism is typically shooting through the roof in those periods. I don't know, I'm not allowed to eat food during biology because that would be illegal because it's a lab setting. But there are definitely some classes I have favorites in for eating. Lang Lit's, like I said, is a good one. Spanish, history. I also like to eat it during math because I find that when I'm working on problems, I get hungry, so food is really my best source of protein at that point.
Pop culture would have you believe that the cafeteria is the most popular lunchtime destination. At Ingram, it isn't. After freshman year, students are allowed to leave campus to get lunch. Many go to stores and restaurants surrounding Ingram.
Most days I guess I probably go out and get food. I go to Albertsons a lot, but that's not really my favorite place to go. But sometimes I have to do homework during lunch that I didn't do earlier in the day. But sometimes, I go to Jimmy John's a lot, I guess, sandwiches. If I wasn't driving, probably doing homework. I guess I'd just do less homework at home and do more at lunch. Yeah, I don't know. Having this break, it's kind of nice to be able to leave the school, and then it's like a sort of gap between this monotony that can kind of be created when you spend all your time in the same building.
Another way many students pass the time at lunch is clubs. One of the most popular is Game Club.
I come here, I mostly just talk with friends, but I often watch them while they play video games. I eat lunch, and we just have fun, you know? Since we use our laptops, we mostly play like PC games that are lightweight enough to run on laptops, like 2 games. I know Nuclear Throne's been a popular one, The Binding of Isaac, those kinds of games. I come to Game Club because I like games of a bunch of different types, but also just I like the people here. Mr. Bahiri's great. I had him last year, I really liked him. And this is just where we all come to meet, you know, and have fun. On Thursdays, that's what happens since Mr. Bahiri can't be here on those days, so we usually go to Mr. Tanimoto's gym since he's another teacher we really like. We just go there, talk, do whatever.
Other students meet their friends to talk and eat lunch together on campus.
I like to eat lunch usually during lunch because that's why we have that time allocated. I like to eat outside when I can because when it's nice, it's fun to go out there and just chill, but it's often rainy and gross in Seattle during like most of the year, so in those cases I eat inside. And sometimes I go and play hacky sack during lunch because hacky sack is a lifestyle, and so that's always a good time when I do that. And I usually just eat with my friends and sometimes do homework for my upcoming classes, but lunch is a fantastic part of the day, and I'm always look forward to it.
After seeing the different ways these students socialize at lunch, we wanted to see more. We wondered how they would act around students outside their social groups, so we invited them to eat lunch together.
You're trying to die, but then like you just get a really good
super high. Then you wouldn't want to die anymore.
Dr. Seuss right there.
So what do you usually do during lunch?
Yeah, Dylan, what do you do?
I usually eat lunch, pretty much.
Where?
That's about it. Like outside or like inside. Those are usually 2 options.
How about you, Jason? Do you eat lunch?
You're not top of the school.
Do something else, or what do you do, dude?
I eat lunch in Mr. Bahiri's gym usually.
Oh, Mr. Bahiri's a nice guy.
Jason, what's the best lunch
I
you've
love
ever had?
Mr.
The best
Bahiri.
lunch I've ever had. Probably some restaurant somewhere, but I don't know what it is.
Very descriptive.
Oh,
During
during
school
school?
hours.
I don't
I
have
usually
fun.
mess with Miss Bushy. It's pretty fun.
I talk to people, I guess.
Nice. My life is devoid of fun.
Easy,
As a sensitive
nice.
tween,
Life is tough.
I feel really misunderstood a lot of the time.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why
My
I
parents
spend
just
so much
don't
alone
understand
time.
why I'm
I
so
feel like
edgy.
people
Walk
just
in the
always
bathroom.
seem to trivialize my problems when they're more important than everyone else's.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
My problems are more important.